Last week, I released a small mobile game on iOS and Android called Cosmic Signal. It's a simple clicker style game where you're operating a radar installation trying to scan space for signals. I built the entire thing in Unity using a data-driven architecture with scriptable objects and an event-based system. I used rewarded ads for monetization. And honestly, the launch was a bit of a thud. Because this game is meant to be a long-tail experiment, I want to use it as a real production example for game architecture. Alright, so Cosmic Signal is an idle clicker game. You tap the radar installation to scan space and collect signal points. Those points unlock upgrades that increase your scanning speed, your boost multipliers, and trigger various events in the game. I intentionally kept the gameplay very simple. The goal wasn't to make some giant mobile hit. The goal was to build a clean architecture that could support upgrades, events, and monetization systems without turning into spaghetti code. I went into Photoshop to create some of the UI panels and buttons, but most of the art in the game is actually AI generated. I used that approach so I could prototype and ship quickly instead of spending weeks creating art assets. For small experimental games like this, that workflow lets me focus more on systems, architecture, and gameplay loops. And if the game gains traction over time, I can always go back and replace those assets later. Under the hood, the entire game is data-driven. All of the upgrades in the game are defined using scriptable objects. Each upgrade contains the data that defines its behavior: cost, scaling, signal multipliers, UI data, and upgrade effects. Because of this, the core gameplay systems don't actually care which upgrades exist. They simply load upgrade data and apply the effects defined in those scriptable objects. This makes it very easy to expand the game by just adding new upgrade assets instead of rewriting gameplay code. In Cosmic Signal, events are how different parts of the game talk to each other. Instead of one giant script controlling everything, one system can send out a message when something happens, and another system can react to it. The main script, Cosmic Signal, works like the game's coordinator. When the game starts, it subscribes to important events, like upgrades being purchased, story UI opening, or rewarded ads finishing. So, for example, when Upgrade Service fires its purchased event, the game can immediately update the UI, play feedback, and save progress. That's really the core idea of events. One system announces that something happened, and other systems respond without being tightly connected. It keeps code cleaner, easier to organize, and much easier to expand as the game grows. Another system I experimented with in this game was a small dialogue system. I wanted to add a bit of narrative flavor to the experience, so the radar installation occasionally receives transmissions and messages from different characters. Just like the upgrade system, the dialogue is data-driven using scriptable objects and events. So it's really easy to add new dialogue entries or trigger them from different gameplay events. So technically the system works really well, but when I had my kids test the game, I watched them click through the dialogue as fast as humanly possible without reading any of it. That was a little disappointing. It turns out that younger players, especially, just want to tap in progress as quickly as possible. When I tested the game with older players, they actually enjoyed the dialogue and story bits. So it wasn't a total waste, but it's clear I still need to tune the frequency and pacing, so it feels like a bonus instead of something players are trying to skip. The onboarding tutorial at the beginning of the game was also a bit of an afterthought. I added it just in case players didn't immediately understand what to do, but I'm still not totally sure how effective it is. It's something I'll likely refine over time as more people play the game and I get feedback. For monetization, I kept things very lightweight. The game uses rewarded ads instead of forced ads. Players can watch an ad to activate temporary boosts like faster scanning, bonus signal multipliers, or temporary tap boosts. The design philosophy here is that ads should feel like a power-up, not a punishment. If a player never watches an ad, the game still works perfectly fine. But if they choose to watch one, they get a meaningful temporary advantage. If you're interested in learning more about this kind of architecture, I teach a lot of these ideas in my Unity multiplayer game course, where we build a full local multiplayer arena game from scratch. I also post regularly about everything I do and think about in Unity and game development on my Patreon. So, if you're interested in seeing how this experiment evolves over time, I'll put links to all of that below. And if you'd like to try the game yourself, the download links for Cosmic Signal are also in the description. If you found this helpful, hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the next episode.